Right, in this video I'm going to show you how to program a drum beat using the edit window. So you don't play it in live, you draw it in with the mouse. Okay, so let's add a track. So you could have like 4 tracks on here already for your song, and you can add a 5th one, or in this instance I'm just adding a new one. We add instrument track again, and we go and drop down to drum. We don't got Hallian Sonic this time, we got a drum groove agent 1, because that's where all the drum sounds are kept. Then you click add track. You get a different looking window, same kind of thing. You just click in here and choose the right kind of drum kit that you want. Now I'm just going to choose, you can go through your categories again. I'm just going to choose the one that was already set, GM kit, which is just general kit. Okay, double click it and close that window. Now if I press a few keys, the keys have gone to like percussion and drum sounds. Now there's one really important step that you need to do here, and that is to put on this thing called a drum map. So if you look over the left hand side of the screen, you've got this button here. It tells you you've got the name of your instrument. Underneath it says no drum map. You click on that, and we put general map, general MIDI map. And what that does is when we draw in a bar of music like that and double click it, it comes up the different types of drum and cymbal and different percussion instruments, rather than the keyboard that does not normally. So to put in a basic drum beat, start off, change your grid to 1/4 quarter notes to crotchets, and you right click and you get a drumstick tool this time instead of a pencil, and you're just going to put in bass drum on every beat of that bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, and if I rewind and press play, it gives us like a bass drum. Now acoustic snare drum goes on beat 2 and beat 4, and this is just be like your standard drum beat. And you can take off the bass drums here if you like. Now to put in your hi-hat pattern, you change this from 1/4 to 1/8 for quavers, and you find closed hi-hat, and you got 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and rewind it and press play. Now here you can put in an extra bass drum if you want, or you can put in one there and take that one off just by clicking on them to get rid of them. And you can experiment by making this last one an open hi-hat instead, and have a listen. I can put a cymbal on the first beat of the bar, and put an extra snare drum there, and just play around. You can add in 16th notes and make this hi-hat pattern a bit faster, and go between open hi-hat and closed hi-hats if you like, and see what it sounds like. I'll put another bass drum in there as well, maybe, why not? And one there. Okay, and you have a little bass drum pattern, drum kit pattern. And that's it. I've just closed that down, and I'll zoom that in so you can see it a bit clearer. You can see you've got that there, and press play. That's quite complex. What you got to do to make it simple, back to 8th notes. Oops. Take the ones that aren't on the lines off. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. And there you go. Back to being simple again. So you can play around with it. The more you play with it, the more likely you are to make a few mistakes. But if you don't, you won't actually make something creative. So just have a go at it. Start simple and just keep track of what you're doing. Do little things and listen back. Little things and listen back. Don't change loads of stuff and then just press play, because then you won't know what you've changed that makes it sound wrong, if that makes sense. So just change 1 or 2 things at once. Press play, listen to it. If it doesn't sound right, change them back to how they were and try something different. Okay, that's how you learn how to work this the best. Okay, right, good luck with that.